Boys. It's fight week. In 5 days, we're gonna finally see Arman Tsarukyan be the first Armenian champion. We're gonna finally see Arman Tsarukyan smash Islam Makhachev. But before we talk about Arman, today's video is about UFC 311 predictions. I'm gonna predict the whole card. And yeah, man, let's start from the early prelims from the first fight. It's Tagir Ulanbekov against Clayton Carpenter. Now, I don't know about Clayton Carpenter that much. I'm looking right now. He has one fight in UFC, one by submission. He's undefeated 8-0. I'll be capping if I tell you guys I know a lot about him or I know who he is. Wait, where is he from? Hold on. Where is he even from? Oh, United States, Glendale, Arizona. Oh, Clayton Carpenter is from Glendale, 8-0. He trains at MMA Lab. He has actually 2 submission wins in UFC. And he got a win over Edgar Chairez, a contender series. I don't know about him. I just found out about him. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty good wins. Edgar Chairez, 2 submissions. You know, he's 8-0 undefeated. I hope he beats Tagir Ulanbekov. If you know me, if you have seen my TikToks, if you watched my lives, if you know me, I don't like Dagestani fighters that much. I don't like these wrestlers. They're too dominant, first of all. A lot of the Dagi wrestlers, their style is boring. I'm not talking about Islam or Umar. Islam or Umar, as someone that wants them to lose this Saturday, Umar and Islam are not boring. Umar and Islam, perfect. I'm just talking about overall Dagestani wrestlers. There's a lot of boring ones that lay. You can't tell me I'm wrong. Islam and Umar, exception. They're entertaining fighters. They go for finishes. They can strike. But overall, wrestlers, they wet blanket. They are boring. I hope Clayton Carpenter wins, but I have to go with Tagir. I've seen more experience from him. He showed himself more. And, you know, what was it? It was Tagir's last fight. Hold on. Cody Durden submission. Before that, Nathan Maness. Then he lost to Tim Elliott, a close fight. I remember that fight. Khabib was screaming literally. He was screaming in the corner. That was the card of Covington and Masvidal. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go with Tagir Ulanbekov. Let's see if Clayton can win. I'm seeing a lot of submission wins. So I hope maybe he can catch him by submission or something. But Tagir should win. Second fight. Ricky Turcios against Bernardo Sopai. So, Ricky Turcios' last fight was against Raul Rosas. He got subbed. He almost subbed Raul Rosas and had him in a choke. Ricky Turcios, you know, he's alright, he's good. But Bernardo Sopai, his last fight against Oliveira, which he got KO'd and it was a bad KO. I felt bad for him. I won money on Vinicius because Vinicius was the underdog. And I bet on Vinicius during the fight. When he lost the first round, I bet on Vinicius. Like, I took a big risk. I don't know why. I just knew Sopai is gonna gas out. I bet on him after losing the round. After the odds being even wider, I bet on Vinicius. Till this day, I don't know why I did it, but hey, it worked out. So, it is what it is. But yeah, Sopai is great. He was beating Vinicius until he gassed out. He was taking down Vinicius. He looked very good against Vinicius. Which is why some people thought Vinicius might lose to Ricky Simon, because they saw Sopai was taking him down, was doing very good even in the striking. Then he gassed out. Vinicius started doing good, and he just ran at him and flying KO'd him, brother, Masvidal style. But I will go with Sopai. Sopai, I feel like he's just more well-rounded than Turcios. He can grapple, he can strike. I just hope as a young guy, the knockout by Vinicius, the cold KO didn't affect him mentally. You know, I always want the fighters to not be affected mentally. I hope he doesn't show up gun shy, and I don't think so. He's young. I'm sure his coaches and everything, they will support him, and he will be there mentally. I'm picking Bernardo Sopai. He's gonna beat Ricky Turcios. Muin Gafurov against Rinya Nakamura. I've heard of Gafurov a little bit. I don't know. Oh, he lost to Said Nurmagomedov, John Castaneda. Oh, he has 3 fights in UFC. He lost 2, and he beat only Kyung Ho Kang. Now, I don't know who Kyung Ho Kang is. I'm not gonna lie, brother. But I'm gonna pick Rinya Nakamura. Undefeated, very good grappling. He beat Carlos Vera. He beat Fernie Gracia. Oh, he has 3 UFC wins. Knocked out Toshiomi Kazama. I don't know who that is, bro. I feel like such a casual whenever I'm predicting the prelim guys. Like, I've been watching UFC for a long time, genuinely, but when I hear some names, I'm like, bro, am I casual, bro? How do I not know this guy I've been watching for this long? I don't know who's Toshiomi Kazama. Fernie Garcia, yes, I watched that fight. Riina Nakamura, Fernie Garcia. Carlos Vera, the last guy that went to decision with Riina Nakamura. I'm picking Riina Nakamura. I don't want to I don't want to just stay long on this fight. Raina should win Moicano. 2 losses in UFC, 1 win. He will probably even get cut if he loses to Nakamura. So Nakamura is gonna be 10-0. Ailin Perez against Carol Rosa. I don't watch female fights, if you know me, so I'm not gonna stay too long on this fight and yap for like 24 minutes about this fight. Ailin Perez got a big booty. She twerks when she beats her opponents. I like her personality, and I like more than her personality. You know what I mean, brother? But I hope she beats Carol Rosa. I know a lot of people are saying Carol Rosa is gonna beat her. Carol Rosa is more favorite. I have never watched her fight. That's the time when, you know, we boys take bathroom breaks whenever a woman fight. Unless it's like Amanda Nunes, or like whenever they're hot, like Tracy Cortez, Ailin Perez, people like that, you know. Ailin Perez, I like her. I'm picking Ailin Perez to win, bro. I don't know much about Carol Rosa, and I don't want to know. I'm picking her. Grant Dawson against Diego Ferrera. This is a tough one. I think most people will pick Grant Dawson. I'm gonna pick Diego Ferrera. I think the odds right now, if I'm not mistaken, it's Grant Dawson favorite. The reason why I'm picking Diego Ferrera, he can grapple. He has fraud checked Mateusz Rebecki. He kept getting back up on his feet when taken down by Rebecki and busted him up in his striking. Grant Dawson is a way better grappler than Rebecki. He's definitely a better grappler. He's very good. But his striking is not good. I don't know if he improved on that, but Bobby Green knocked him out in 13 seconds. Some people say Hail Mary, but go watch Grant Dawson before his fights with Damir Ismagulov. Even though he mauled Damir, in striking he kept getting caught, and his striking is not good. It's not good. I think Diego Ferrera can beat him. If it goes decision, it's most likely going to be Grant Dawson just taking him down over and over again. But if Diego Ferrera can stuff takedowns, which I think that's what's going to happen, he can even put him out. You never know. He can put him out or just bust him up for 15 minutes. I'm going to pick Diego Ferrera. I'm going to go with the underdog, Diego Ferrera. He's going to beat Grant Dawson. Cedric Dumas against Zachary Reese. I'm going to have to pick Zachary Reese. Now, I wasn't very impressed with Zachary Reese's last fight with Jose Medina. He shouldn't have went to decision with that guy, especially the odds. From what I remember, he was like damn near minus 1,000 favorite, which I don't understand why. Like, is Jose Medina that bad? The odds were crazy, I remember. Almost minus 1,000 Zachary Reese was as a favorite. I don't know, man. His performance was not that good, but he looked good against Julian Marquez, knocked him out. Had a little fast KO. His record is 8-1. Cedric Dumas didn't look that good in his last fight against Dennis Tululin. Even though he won, he wrestled Dennis and he didn't really want to strike with Dennis, and he kind of got tired wrestling, from what I remember. Before that, against Roziboyev, he got finished. The finish was kind of iffy. I felt like it was an eye poke. I felt like that it was very controversial. Before that, he beat Azaitar. He beat Cody Brundage, who beat Zachary Reese. Lost to Josh Fremad. You know what? No, I'm going to pick Cedric Dumas. I'm going to pick Cedric Dumas. After seeing the people he beat, he lost to only Fremad and Nursultan Roziboyev. I'm going to pick Cedric Dumas, man. Zachary Reese's resume is not that great. Yes, he was looking like a beast against Julian Marquez, knocked him out in 20 seconds, everybody hyped him up. His last fight against a plumber, Jose Medina, he didn't do good. I'm picking Cedric Dumas, I don't care. I just switched my pick. Cedric Dumas will beat Zachary Reese, man. Sergey Spivak, the polar bear, against Jailton Almeida, one of my favorite heavyweights. I like his grappling. I'm still upset at him for losing to Curtis. He was mauling Curtis, one of the best wrestlers. He was literally picking him up, slamming him, doing whatever he wants. Then he lost in the most goofy goober way. Shot for a takedown, and Curtis Blades was elbowing him, and I don't know what happened. Then he just fell back. The fight was finished. Like, why would you not move? You shot for a takedown. Your opponent is elbowing you. You're still going for the takedown. Like, it was the most goofiest way to lose to someone you were dominating. You were picking him up and slamming him. You were railing him. It still pisses me off, but he should go out there, out-grapple Spivak, literally pick him up and slam him. In the striking, Almeida's striking is not the best, but Spivak is not known for striking power. Like, he can outstrike you, but as a heavyweight, you don't have that crazy power. I don't see him just like start Almeida, right? It's impossible. So I think Almeida will out-grapple him, will pick him up, slam him. He did it to Curtis Blades, and will submit Sergey Spivak, maybe second or third round. Peyton Talbott against Ronnie Barcelos. Now, Peyton Talbott is the most hyped up US prospect, and probably the most hyped up prospect right now in the UFC. I don't know, man. It's his biggest step up so far, Ronnie Barcelos, but Barcelos was knocked out cold by Umar Nurmagomedov, and the knee and the punch that he followed up with when he knocked out Ronnie, it didn't look that like crazy, you know. It wasn't like something very crazy. So I'm gonna pick Peyton Talbott. Peyton Talbot should do it. Peyton Talbot should knock out Ronnie Barcelos like first or second round. If he's gonna lose to someone, it's gonna be someone on the elite. I do believe Peyton Talbot, as good as he is, he's gonna lose stepping up against a very good opponent. I see like someone that can mix it up and grapple him, put the pressure on him, would beat him. So, but yeah, it's not gonna be Ronnie Barcelos. Bogdan Guskov against who the F is this guy? Billy Elana? What the hell? This is the guy that's replacing Johnny Walker? So if you guys did not know, Guskov was supposed to fight Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker pulled out of the fight. He's injured or something. Bogdan Guskov fighting Billy Elana. I don't know who he is. I'm looking. This is his UFC debut, so they signed someone to save the card, basically. Like, to save the fight. He has 2 PFL wins, unanimous and split decision. Then he fought Lights Out Extreme Fighting. I think this is a promotion in LA or something, if I'm not mistaken, because I know one Glendale Armenian guy that fights on this promotion. Guskov should knock him out. I mean, we don't even know the guy. I didn't see no tape. I feel like such a casual. I'm making a prediction video. I didn't do my research. I didn't even know Billy Elana is fighting him. And I can't do it right now on a video because my PC does not work. My laptop is literally there. So Billy Elana is not beating Guskov. Guskov is probably gonna knock him out, unless Elana turns out to be some kind of a, like, slept-on beast that they just signed. And knocks out Guskov, shocks him. You should not bet on Billy Elana. Raina the Riddler against Kevin Holland. This is gonna be my most controversial pick of the card. I got Raina the Riddler beating Kevin Holland, genuinely. Now, I got a lot of shit for this on TikTok whenever I said it. I got a lot of shit on TikTok when I picked Raina the Riddler to beat Kevin Holland. I genuinely think he might do it. Now, the striking differential is going to be big because against GM3, like, he was getting outstruck by GM3 and he was getting touched up badly in his striking. He looks so goofy. He just reminds me of Dricus, bro. So goofy, but just like Dricus, I think he's going to goofy goober his way to some good wins. I think he's going to beat Kevin Holland, probably. Because Kevin Holland's last fight, even though he got injured whenever he was on the ground with Dolidze was taking him down. And I know Dolidze is not that bad as some people like Lucas Tracy say, but Kevin Holland, as good as he was, he should not have lost to Roman Dolidze. I picked Roman Dolidze, but if Kevin Holland was really as good as you guys are saying, he should not have lost to Dolidze. I did make money on Dolidze though, and I'm happy. But yeah, the Riddler, he out-grappled GM3, and GM3 is a good grappler. The only thing he should be worried about is Holland striking. He should not mess around too much in his striking. GM3 can't hurt you. Kevin Holland can knock you out cold. You know, so I hope he knows that Kevin Holland striking is way better than GM3. He should not mess around a lot in his striking. But I believe he can out-grapple Holland. Give me Raina the Riddler by submission. I think he's going to submit Kevin Holland. Moicano against Beneil Dariush. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I'm so confused on this fight. I don't think Moicano is that good. I think Moicano is very overrated. I genuinely think Moicano is so overrated, like crazy. But Beneil Dariush, I mean, he got knocked out by Oliveira, He got knocked out by Oliveira, then by Arman, who's right now #1 fight in Islam. He got knocked out by Charles Oliveira, who was number 1 at that time when he knocked out Beneil. And right now Oliveira is #2. So he lost to the 2 best of the division after Islam Makhachev, the champion. And like, Moicano is not on that level. Moicano is not that good. The only reason Moicano might win is because of the mental edge. Like, Beneil just got knocked out. He got 1 foot out of the UFC. He literally said if he loses, he's gonna probably retire. He's gonna retire if he loses to Moicano because his career is going to shit. Which I understand. I love Benny, man. And as much of an Arman fan I was genuinely sad after looking Beneil knocked out cold. Like, I'm not even trolling, guys. I'm not trolling. I was so sad. I want Beneil to beat Moicano, man. I know there's a lot of Moicano fans. I can't see Beneil lose again. I want him to win. I think he's a better grappler than Moicano. He got even better striking. He got a good power hand. Moicano doesn't have power to rock him. Moicano cannot just maul him. If Moicano meets him, it's just going to be because of the mental edge. Because Moicano is on the momentum and Beneil Dariush literally is on a downhill of momentum. He said if he loses, he will retire. But on paper, skill-wise, I think Beneil is better in everything than Moicano, and Beneil should beat Moicano. Jamal Hill against Yuri Prochazka. I got shit for this too, man. On TikTok, I do lives. I put in behind of me in the green screen, I put takes. They said I'm gonna go 0-3. I had put Jamal Hill. Everybody, I make takes on TikTok. I do lives. You should join. You should watch the lives. Behind me, I literally put a screen, and I said Jamal Hill will KO Yuri. I got so much shit for it too, but he will. Yuri's defense is not that good. There hasn't been a fight so far that Yuri is literally winning the whole fight. He was losing to Teixeira down 3-1, then got a submission. He has heart. Against Rakic, he was losing. Because of his heart, he came back, knocked him out. Jamal Hill also has heart. Jamal Hill, as salty as he is, he has so much confidence in himself, and he keeps saying Ferrera won only because of the timeout. Now, it is a little delusional. It is cope, but that heart of speaking out that much and being so salty, being so delusional is why I believe he's going to beat Yuri. Let me explain. You should be salty, you should be delusional when you're in the UFC, you want to get a title. In his whole mind, he believes he's better than Ferrera. That might be wrong. That is wrong, actually. That is wrong. I believe Ferrera is better than him. That is wrong. But the delusional in his head, the delusions, is why he's going to knock out Yuri Prochazka. I think they both got power, but I believe Jamal Hill might have a little power. Now, it's debatable. Yuri also has crazy power, knocks people out. But Yuri, style, coming forward, pressuring Jamal Hill, his defense is not great. He gets hit a lot while he's pressuring, and you can't afford to hit by Jamal Hill. You can get afford to hit by Rakic, maybe by Teixeira. By Jamal Hill, no. Jamal Hill will put hands on you. This fight will not go to the distance. Jamal Hill will most likely finish him. Umar Nurmagomedov against Merab Dvalishvili. I got Merab Dvalishvili. If you have seen my channel, I privated that video, but a few months ago I used to think Umar is going to beat him. So people will say, one of my OGs that watched my TikTok, that watched my YouTube, will say, yo, why did you switch? I realized Umar is very overrated, and you guys overrated Umar are the reason why I switched, and because Merab is my Georgian brother, my Christian Orthodox Georgian brother. I love my Muslim people. This is no disrespect, no diss. I love them, but I'm Christian. I'm gonna support my Christian people, you know. So I hope Merab Dvalishvili wins this fight, and I think stylistically, if anyone is gonna beat the Dagestanis, if anyone is gonna beat Umar, it's gonna be Merab. Merab will put the pace on him. He doesn't need to get the takedowns. Against Peter Yan, he shot 49 takedowns. He got only like 11 of them. He still drowned them. Because whenever you're shooting takedowns, you're making them worry about it. He's going to make Umar worry about it. Put the pace on him. Umar has never fought anyone like Merab. Merab at least fought Harry Cejudo, Olympic wrestler, Sean O'Malley, Peter Yan, Jose Aldo, Marlon Moraes. He fought all these people. He has resume. He has everything right now on Umar, except Umar being Dagestani, having the last name Nurmagomedov, which is why everybody will glaze him. Stylistically, I am surprised Merab is even a big underdog. Last time I checked, plus 250. The odds, the max, it should have been even odds, minus 110, minus 110. Merab should not be a big underdog, you know? So yeah, man, I think he's going to put the pace on him. He's going to win a decision on him. Probably like 49-46. Maybe, worst case, 48-47. But I believe Merab will do it. He will break Umar in the last few rounds. And I'm hoping for it too, but I think it's going to happen. Islam Makhachev against Arman Tsarukyan, the main event. You see the flag I have. I have never missed a fight of Arman Tsarukyan this past 6 years. Watched every fight live, including Islam. When some of y'all weren't even watching UFC at that point. As much as I'm biased, I'm Armenian. I'm also a fight fan that has been watching the game for long. Which is why I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe Arman has gotten way better since he was 22. And when he was 22, he gave Islam one of the toughest fights. He was the first guy to take down Islam. He got fight of the night, and he was on short notice. 2 weeks notice Arman took the fight with Islam 2019. I believe he's way better right now. I believe he will beat Islam Makhachev. He made few mistakes the first fight. He also made mistakes in his loss to Gamrat. I still believe it was controversial, but it's alright, you know. Things happen. Sometimes it goes south. He redeemed himself. He beat after that Damir Ismagulov. He beat Joaquim Silva. He beat Charles Oliveira, number 1 at the time. Top tier lightweights of all time, arguably. He knocked out Dariush in 1 minute, faster than Charles Oliveira. He's on a huge momentum. I believe he's going to stuff a lot of Islam's takedowns. Islam can't just go out there and wrestle. Islam will probably choose to strike against Arman and knock him out. I believe that's going to be Islam's goal. I don't think Islam's going to go fishing for a takedown. Everybody's gassing his striking. Everybody's saying that he outstriked Dustin Poirier. They don't understand that it was because of the threat of the takedown. And against a wrestler, you can't be comfortable striking. If Poirier did one bad shot, he swung one time, he overswung, Islam can take him down and submit him. Which is why Volkanovski and Dustin Poirier didn't throw that much. Arman is not going to be scared. Arman is going to throw everything he has in his striking. Because if Islam chooses to take down, he can deny. Worst case, he can get down and scramble up. So they're going to be both comfortable on the feet. I believe Arman, if he keeps it on range, I wouldn't be surprised if Arman outstrikes him. Could be biased all you want. Arman can outstrike Islam. He outstriked Charles Oliveira. His striking is not bad. Like, his striking is very underrated. I think Islam's striking is overrated, but Arman's striking is underrated. So, Arman's boxing also has been getting better. Say what you want, Arman's boxing has been getting better. Look how it got better from the Joaquim Silva fight to the Beneil Dariush fight. Got way better. So I think Arman can outstrike him. I think Arman can mix it up and worry Makhachev. Show him the takedowns. Take him down also. He took him down at 22. Why can't he take him down again? He can. If anyone's gonna out wrestle each other, I believe Arman will be the one to out wrestle Islam. And yeah, man, I'm so confident Arman's gonna win. If I lose, I already said on TikTok, I'll say it again, I'm gonna either shave my hair bald, buzz cut, or dye my hair pink. You choose whatever you guys want. I will do it. Join my Discord. I'm gonna put the link tree in the description. Join the Discord if you have made it to the end of the video. We are growing. We have right now like 66 members or something in the Discord. I want to keep growing. My goal is to be one of the biggest MMA content creators alongside people like Kenny Okoye, Lucas Tracy, MMA Guru. Like, the haters can hate, but I genuinely think I can do it, and I will do it. I'm manifesting this. I will become one of the biggest MMA content creators because I said so and because I want to. So join the Discord right now. Show support. I love every single one of you. Like me or hate me, I love every single one of y'all that are watching my videos. It means a lot. My views are keep going up and up. It means a lot, you know. Like, even if you pick Islam, even if you hate me for glazing Arman, I genuinely love you guys. And yeah, man, peace.